What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Hydroneer. Now, today we're going to be running our setup a little bit, and then we're going to try to make ourselves our first necklace. So, one thing you'll notice right away is I did put in another smelter here for the shards. We were getting so many shards, it was making it lag like crazy. Um, we had just hundreds and hundreds of shards. I ended up making a whole bunch of shard bars. I actually had to stop mining so I could take the time to make shard bars out of all the shards that we had gotten, but we have just a bunch of bars. And other than this one here, which these bars are set aside here because they're not as big as I want them to be for crafting or for use in the things. But all these bars over here are at least, at the bare minimum, they're over 100 on the weight scale here. So I'm not sure how many bars we actually have, but I know we got quite a few. Um, and yeah, the just we were getting so many of these mini shards like this. So at let's see how much one of these actually weighs on the scale. So that weighs 0.7. We'll just call it zero point 0.7 for an easy number. So yeah, that should tell you about how many shards go into each bar, and I don't know, let's actually see how many bars we have, because yeah, like I said, we had so many shards, it was just unreal. So there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, and there's 7. So these are, again, these are all at least 100. I think the biggest one is like 160 something. I'd let the system run for quite a while, so just an absolute ton of shards that we've been getting, and you know, it's fantastic, don't get me wrong. There's not at all saying anything bad about that, because we are obviously going to be set for shards for quite a while, but we hadn't even completely used up all the stuff from before. So what we got inside our pressure valves here is still the remnants of everything we had originally. So there's still, 5 shards in there. There's, 10 maybe in there, 8, 10. And in here, there's another 5 or 6. Plus we got in these ones, there's 3 there. Whoops, I fell down. There's another 3 in there. So we still have tons of that stuff left. And that's all I've been running on is the shards from that we had before. So like I said, we have absolutely just a wealth of shards at the moment, and it's pretty nice. I gotta say, the shards have been coming out like something crazy. But as far as these bars goes, these are all too small right now. Let me actually get rid of this here. Whoops. Thought I hammered this damn thing down. My apology. Oh, well, now we got a shard stuck under it, so let's actually just turn that over there. And tap that down. Tried to get everything hammered down. I don't know for sure if I'm pretty sure I got my whole setup hammered down, except for like a couple of the wood blocks underneath. But these all-in-ones, oh my god, these things are fantastic. I love them. It's been going absolutely perfect with that. Now, what I'll do is I'll run the setup for, I don't know, basically until I just feel like going over and clicking that to drop out a bar, and then I'll just take the bar, walk over here, and I'll check it. If it's big enough, I'll throw it in this bucket here. If it's not, then I just put it down on the pad for now. So right now we got this one is 30, almost 39,000. Let's just drop in there for a minute. And that one is again almost 39,000. So I decided to keep those two. We're gonna try to make the big sword today. But this one here, this one's almost 73,000. So we got quite a bit, and I don't know how long we've run our setup, but it's really not that long, to be honest. This Cloudium bar, we're just going to keep smelting these down as we go. I'm just going to keep dropping it into the smelter every time when we're running it, and just keep making a bigger bar, because 6,500, I don't really know what we're going to end up doing with this, to be honest. But this bar here is just what was left over from our last run. I'd like just cleared it, so this one's only at 8. So once we get some more in our furnace, that one's going to go back in and get smelted down again. That's why I have this crucible up here. I just kind of smelt them all together and check the weight to make it big enough. Now this bar here is only 49,000, so this one's got a ways to go. That's why it's still sitting here. I want to make ourselves a really nice necklace today, and this iron one here is just under 20,000. So we got quite a bit done in a not too long of time, if I do say so myself. So anyway, we're going to take this and we're going to see what's all stuck up in here now, and shouldn't be much, but you know, like I said, this setup works fairly nice. Something fell into one of these over here. Must have been the gold one. Yeah, it is. I gotta fix up this hole here. I already know that. But this setup works pretty damn nice, if I do say so myself. We're actually gonna crank it on and show you guys how it runs. It runs pretty quick though. So now these aren't necessarily like completely gone, as you can see. 44 and 41. I mean, you don't have to repair them just yet, but I don't know. When I kind of get a hair up my ass, I just go ahead and, you know, just repair them and get it over with, so I don't have to look at them sparking off and stuff. But these spit out pretty quick, and then we do end up with a couple spots where stuff jams up. One is right here, and then one is right up alongside the harvester. So, but as you guys can see, it does run pretty quickly, and it's got pretty good spacing between them, so it's all pretty much even like this. But it works out pretty good. So as you can see, they get hung up there and there. Seems to be the two spots, but it's not too big of a deal. Another thing that gets hung up is shards like to get hung up, and gems like to get hung up on here once in a while. So why is it just them two? I'm not really sure, but those are really the only two I've noticed. So as you guys can see, it kicks out a lot of shards. You know, we've seen 3 or 4 go by already. There's another one, and it's just a nice continuous stream of stuff that comes out. So a little bit of cloudium, but not much. And I honestly have not had any more time to keep digging down here, just because, well, really haven't needed to. I mean, this setup just fires and goes like crazy. So we got one piece of cloudium in there already, but as you can see, this doesn't really make too much of a mess. Some blocks do fall off once in a while just because of how they split out and stuff, but otherwise this setup runs pretty damn clean, if I do say so myself. And I can let this thing run for pretty much however long I want to, and then just go through and clean up a couple blocks, and it's good to go. So nothing really falls out too often on the ground. Occasionally I do get a piece of gold or iron that misses, but that's normally from when I'm pulling the blocks out up there and I get like a whole bunch of stuff that goes through the system. So this works fantastic. I do want to get more rams and put in, you know, probably another 8 if I had to take my, or rather if I had my way with it, I'd want to put in another 8 of them, because, you know, as you guys can see, this just works freaking great. Now one thing I do want to point out is the gems. I've had so many gems, and I think I actually put the money that we got from the gems, actually I don't know, I could have swore oh no, never mind, we actually had to take our money from the gems and go buy ourselves the new smelter and stuff like that. So we ended up with, while running this, we ended up with like just under 5K in hydro coins just from the gems, just from baby gems. So tons of gems, but the gems weren't causing the lag, it was the shards. Like I said, you guys seen how many shards go into them bars, and that was, most of them were all in one pan. And yeah, oh my god, pulling them out to smelt them down after it got like that was an absolute nightmare. But as you guys can see, this system runs pretty damn clean, and you know, get a couple blocks hung up here once in a while. Just gotta come over and clear them out. And whoops, I missed my jump. Come up here and we can clean these out. What I like to do, oh, and there's the shards that get hung up. Now I'm not sure why it's just the shards really, or shards and gems, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. So not a big deal. We grab that as well, and yeah. So just it's pretty much all runs by itself, and as you can see, there's no like extra scraps on the ground. So it's a pretty clean running system at the moment. Now, I don't know. Let me clean these out quick. There we go. Now I don't know if that's going to change if we add another 8 rams, if that's going to cause like a mass cluster of crap, but I do want to try it out because this runs so smoothly. I get great frames with this running. I mean, currently we're running at just over 70 FPS with this system, so I can't complain about the frame rate at all right now. However, before I put that in for the shards, oh my god, that was just a nightmare. Every time I'd go over anywhere close to the bucket full of shards or look at them, I'd drop to like 18 frames. It was insane. And trying to move with that was kind of like trying to move with the Crucible thing. Not as bad, but you know, it was still pretty bad. So yeah, we could basically leave this run while we go get our stuff. We do have a bit of money yet. I'm not sure what we got left here, but I've basically only been using this for pipes and foundation pieces. So we got 16,000 plus here. You have to ignore the cat if you hear the cat. I have a very loudmouth cat, by the way. So if you guys hear him, you can just ignore him, laugh about him, whatever you'd like to do. But anyway, yeah, so I'd like to get some more rams. And one thing I want to do with the setup over here is I want to move these pipes back at least 2 out so I can take off these pressure valves here and put 1 each running into where the rams start, and then also put a shut-off valve there as well, because otherwise right now I have to go through and I have to shut these off manually and let the system run through, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I make do right now, so it's not a huge problem, but you know, just for convenience sake, that would be fantastic. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to actually shut these off, let the system run through, and we're going to go ahead and make our necklace, make our sword and stuff like that. So just going to get up here and seriously, it does that too. I like when it does that because then a big cluster of them come out. There we go. Run that stuff through. Come down here, and again, it's just shards and gems, but this time it's only 1 shard, so you know. And another thing is these toolkits, we have not been going through very many of them. I had to go buy a couple, of course, because obviously I've been running this for a while. But for the most part, we don't really go through them. I mean, the durability of stuff is fantastic now. I absolutely love how slow stuff degrades now. Occasionally we get dirt chunks in here just because, you know, the system's not perfect. Stuff gets hung up and then it gets thrown a little bit as far as the dirt blocks go, but I mean, it's mostly a clean system. So I can't complain too much about that, but now we can go ahead and pop all these bars out. And again, you know, this is not going to be very much at all. I mean, we'll probably be lucky if this is 100. So, you know, okay, it's 400 something, but you know, then what I do is I just come over here, drop them right in here, and they melt down pretty quick in here. So I mean, it takes, you know, very little time there. But this bar is probably not going to be too big either, but we'll, you know, just go ahead and leave it up here, and see, that's done already. But yeah, that's 53 already. So again, that's a lot of shards, don't get me wrong, but it's not, you know, it's not enough to save the bar out just yet, for me anyway. I like to make sure that my shard bars are going to be at least 100 now, because otherwise we'd have freaking thousands of bars right now, and yeah. So anyway, those shard bars will sit here, and then once I get enough to make 100 out of, I'll you know, go ahead and melt them together and make myself another bar. So yeah, I can't wait to see how many shards we end up with. Now again, we don't have an exact number. We're just basically basing it off of the one that we checked. So, you know, it's not a perfect, you know, oh, every shard is this big kind of thing. No, that's just our quick, you know, half-ass estimate is what I'll call it. So anyway, this one ends up being 56. So we're going to combine that with this one, and our gold bars are going to be worth 100 and almost 130,000 right now. So that's pretty damn good. Not going to hear me complain about that. So let's go ahead and load these up on here. And then we got to grab ourselves a gem from our bucket here. We only got 2. I do need to do a little bit of manual mining to get ourselves some bigger gems, but you know, it's not too big of a deal at the moment. And let's go ahead and pull up the necklace. There we go. So that's ready to go. We got our blacksmith hammer right there and awaiting. Drop that on there and go ahead and bang. So that one's done. Now we can, whoops, that's shard. My bad. Almost put the shard ones in there. I have no idea why either, but you know, oh well. So now let's drop him off to the side there, and we're gonna load up our sword next. So these are ready to go. Let's grab them off and get them right over here. Just like so. Grab our blacksmith hammer and bing. God damn, that's a huge sword. Use language, but holy crap. So yeah, let's take this up there. Let's find out what, actually, you know what? Let's do this first because otherwise it's gonna get a little dark and I hate the dark, so. I'm afraid of the dark. No, not really, but just sounds better. So anyway, let's go find out what this is worth. And yeah, big money day today. We're gonna get ourselves the rest of our Rams up. Now I know the plan is we do want to buy that last big claim and get some Goliath set up on there. Now that's gonna take some time. That's something that I'm probably gonna end up doing off cameras, getting that set up, because that's going to be a hell of a lot of pickaxe mining and getting like ladders and stuff set up, going over there, getting all the pieces set up. So that's going to take a lot of time. Holy crap, 146,000. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, that is a hell of a sword. Damn. What's it sell for here then? 157. So why is this worth more here than it is there, but the ring was worth more there than it was here? That's, I don't know. So 157, holy crap. Wow, this is going to be the 5th episode and we've already almost hit a 500,000. Holy crap. I haven't been running this that long either. I mean, it's not like I've been, you know, AFK running this thing for like 8 hours or something like that. I mean, I probably only run it a few hours. And wow. Well, yeah, because I just would let it run and I'd do something else and then go clear up the stuff on it. And well, now I'm curious to know what this thing goes for here. So 181. Oof, duh. And what about here? 188. Damn. That is some serious coin right there. That is some serious amount of coin. Well, damn, I guess we're going to get ourselves our other Rams and stuff. And like I said, I'll work on setting up that other claim. We're going to go buy that quick on our way over there. But I'll work on setting that up because that's going to be, you know, just tons of pickaxing away. We're basically going to get down right to bedrock right away. I mean, we're going to go all the way down and set up just off the bedrock. So, yeah. Damn, that's a lot of coin. 188, 157. Put them all together, 345,000. Holy crap. Yeah, that did not take long at all to get that. And I still haven't got my refueling setup done, of course. No, never did that. So let's check our, it's on the other side. I keep forgetting. And we need 1 bucket of water here, so this will come with us to the other claim. We're not going to run any sort of Goliath setup here. We're just going to, oh, shut up. we're just gonna run Goliath at the other claim. So, do I have an empty bucket? I was pretty sure I did somewhere. Aha, there it is. And say I know I have them because I had emptied them out. So, yeah, this setup is going fantastic. I can't wait to see what a good Goliath setup will do for us, especially now with this all-in-one smelter unit. If the nuggets will actually fall into it, that is what I'm worried about. If we run a Goliath setup, getting big chunks, is it going to fall into the smelter, or are we just going to have an absolute, not going to say it out loud, but cluster F of gold again to deal with is my question. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's go buy some stuff, shall we? It's probably like one of the best parts on here, getting to go on a shopping spree. We got tons of money, more money than we will use for the rest of our game, of course, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, when I first saw how much my gold bar was worth, that one before we smelted off camera, I was like, holy crap, how did we get this much already? I mean, and we're running, you know, just the RAM, so it's all baby chunks. You know, there's nothing huge, nothing of like extreme value. So if we double that setup up and make it so we're running, you know, 16 of them instead, and let that run, come over here while we're getting our Goliath setup done. Okay, stop. Damn thing. Trying to take off. But if we let that run while we're over here working on that, how much are we going to end up with? Not to mention, how big is our shard bar going to be when we're done too? That's one thing I can't wait to see. While I'm over here setting this up, and I'm just going to let that run on its own, untouched. I'm going to make sure everything's durability is good to go. I'll go through and repair everything up to max, and I'll come over here and start working on this. I can't wait to see how that turns out, or how big of a mess that's going to make. So I could just imagine the one time I'm not actually at the claim for quite a while, the setup's going to make just a huge, terrible mess. That'd be kind of my luck. I'd just be sitting there working on that, and all of a sudden my FPS would just take a huge dump. And yeah, I can just see it. I can just see it coming. So anyway, we need more RAMs, and I don't think we need anything else for that setup. Just another 8 RAMs. We got enough of those pressure chamber things. So yeah. How much money do we got left from our gems? This is what we got left from our gems. We had bought, I think I bought the one for the Cloudium too. I don't remember. I don't remember, to be honest. But I bought that, and I bought, you know, this. I don't remember what I come over here and bought exactly. Now that I think of it, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of the tool bags. That's what it was. I was like, I know I spent more than that, but yeah. Oh yeah, sometimes it's hard to remember. So we got 340,000 here to play around with and get in there a little better. There we go. So we just need, for now, we're just gonna get 8 RAMs for here. Now what I'm gonna do for the setup over there on the other claim is I'm gonna start out with 8 of these and the 8 d.a.v.i.ds and get everything set up for that. You know, all the pressure tanks, and we'll come here for all the pipes and stuff like that. And we're, of course, gonna get the smelter set up for that as well. Now that I'm not too sure if I want to use the smelter to smelt down the shards there, or if I want to keep the big shards the way they are. I'll probably end up smelting them just because it'll be easier to have them all in bar form. But I'm not sure. I kind of like, in a way, I kind of like the look of the shards themselves, and if they're big like that, they do last quite a while. So, oh, shut up. Yeah, that's, again, I've said this in like, okay, just go away. This thing being dumb or something up in here. There we go. Now hush. Oh my god, I'm in a like... I don't even know. That is so annoying. Shut up and drop the damn thing. Look at this. You can't even like stack stuff in here anymore because of that stupid thing. God, that absolutely drives me mental. I really hope he does something about that because that's just gonna annoy the piss out of me. And oh, shut up, please. Oh my god. If he'd at least get rid of that noise or at least put a toggle in the settings. I don't even know. There needs to be a toggle in the audio settings. Stupid voice from collisions off. You know, something like that, because god, that drives me absolutely mental. I'm just gonna like I'm gonna go nuts by the time something gets done for that. I can just tell. Just shut up and place the damn thing in there and just there we go. One was quiet. Oh, shut up. Place it. Just hush. No. Come on. How do I gotta get this in here for it to shut up? There we go. Good. Okay, so that's 8 of them loaded up. I think what I'm gonna do when we do come over to do that new setup is I'm gonna come over and you know we might as well do this right now. Actually get this out of the way here. I do want to buy another hydro truck because you know why not? There's different colors now and I love having more than one truck so I can keep one just loaded up and not have to worry about it. So what we're going to do is, whoops, which one do we want? Kind of an ugly ass color. Yeah, I don't even know. Kind of, I need some paint jobs. I don't know. Which one should we get? You know, we'll probably end up buying like all three just because we can. So we already have that color. So we'll probably end up buying all three just because we can, I guess. You know, and eventually at some point I do want to try this out again, even though I already know better, but I love grief, so we might as well buy that and try it out, right? Might as well have the grief. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll end up coming over and I'm just gonna buy a new vehicle, probably the gray, silver one, whatever, for now. And then we're just gonna load that up and take it to the new claim out. Like I said, I'm just gonna end up having different vehicle at each claim. Now, I am gonna buy another claim, that one with the underground water at some point to use that excavator on. And that's something we'll do on camera though. We'll play with the excavator again. Hopefully he did something with the way it like guzzles down fuel. And yeah, hopefully that's somewhat fixed because that thing was just a pain in the yeah. We just won't finish that sentence. I try not to swear on camera in case it offends anybody. Honestly, for the most part, I try to keep it as, you know, kid friendly as possible just in case. I mean, obviously most of the games I play are not kid friendly to begin with, but you never know if somebody's kid's gonna end up wandering into the channel watching a video, and I just don't want to be cussing like a sailor the whole time and you know having like, you know, you guys know what I mean. I don't have to explain that anymore. Let's see, which way? That way? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, we'll have this all set up now. I do need to, like I said, I do need to get this pulled back um, at least two blocks so I can set up the shut-off valve on it, and then I can also set up the whatever pressure tank thing. I don't even know what the exact name is for 'em. Maybe it is pressure tank, whatever, the pressure increasing device that you throw shards and bars of shards into there. So that kind of thing. So this is going to be how our setup looks here. Put that back off. This is how it's going to be. So it's going to be funneling 16 blocks through. Now I can already foresee this making a mess, but why not? You know, right? This is going to be a hell of a setup. So anyway, why don't I grab all the pipes and stuff off camera quick, get this all the way set up, and then we'll take it for a test spin to end the episode. So I'll be back to you guys in, oh, I don't know, however long it's going to take me to get all the pipes and stuff set up. So give me just a few minutes and we'll be back to get this sucker running. Alright, so I just finished setting it up, and as you can see what I was talking about with putting the pressure tank and the shutoff valve in on each side. Just wanted to get a good view from afar so you guys could see everything with it. And we'll go check it out now. So everything's all set up and ready to rock. I'm pretty sure I got these valves turned so they're off at the moment. I got all the switches turned on these so they will, when we're ready, we can just hit these and they should start spitting. So let's check it out and find out. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad on our, as far as like that. Oh, they're all going already. Never mind. I guess. Looks like it's running pretty good. Looks like it's running really good, to be honest. Have to see how everything's doing up there as far as getting hung up, but actually turn the audio down just a little bit. It's a little bit loud. Yeah, that should do. Just a little bit loud, I think. So yeah, lots of stuff getting hung up, but I mean, otherwise, this is running pretty damn good. I mean, look at it just spitting stuff out, and everything's getting caught in there, so nothing's going past. And our frame rate is still holding in the mid 90s right now, so now it's at 90. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and clear out the log jam here. Just tons of stuff coming out. So this is fantastic. Absolutely great. I love it. Go ahead and clear these out. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, other than these little bits of jams on the side like that, which aren't really that big of a deal anyway, because the blocks will just flow past them, this setup is awesome. All of them firing at the same time. Well, almost all of them. Awesome. I can't complain about this. I mean, we're gonna put out a whole bunch of stuff. Now look at all these gems. That's one thing that I do want to show you guys here quick. Actually shut these off. Let everything clear on out. Actually gonna undo all this stuff real quick. Lots of blocks get jammed up, but no, it is what it is. So again, it's not too hard to just come through and clear it, but let everything run on by. And again, just shards getting hung up again here, and one gem, right? Oh, that's actually iron for once. Wow, I'm impressed. It's actually iron for once. So yeah, let's. Oh, I should have shut it off first, but it don't matter. Yeah, I want to take you guys to take all the gems up there. You guys can see just how many gems we're going through with this system. Now we're gonna, of course, knock these out just in case I accidentally log out. But whoa, okay, it's laggy as hell this time. Let's actually. I'm gonna walk this up there off camera because holy crap, that's more than there was last time for sure. So yeah, it's just all tons of these baby gems. I mean, just look at how small they are and look at how many's in there. But yeah, I'm gonna walk that up there quick and then we'll see how much is worth. So I'll meet you guys up there in, a few frames. Okay, so as you guys can see, just over $10,000 in just gems. So these are all uncut little baby gems, and yeah, there is hundreds of them. Does what? Let's see. 10,650, take one out, and it's worth 4. So, holy crap. You guys can do the perfect math on that, but say they're all worth 4, or let's see what this one's worth. That one was worth 10. Okay, so say they're even worth 10. That's at least 1,000 of them in there. Holy crap. That's, oh man, it even stuttered to let me sell that. Wow, that is insane. Now with us going to be running this while we're getting our Goliath setup done, man, we're going to be pumping out some serious amounts of freaking hydro coins now. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Next episode, we might be taking a look at our Goliath setup. I don't know how much of that I'm going to end up getting done, to be perfectly honest. That we're just going to have to wait and see. So, I don't know. Hopefully I can get a bunch of that set up, but I don't know if I'll have it all done for the next video. We can try. I'm definitely going to try. So, I guess that's the hope, because I do wanna try out them d.a.v.i.ds and see how the Goliath system works with that now. But that's the plan anyway, is hopefully we can try that out and maybe even, I don't know, maybe even get our first good smelt out of that system. It's gonna be hard to tell right now. It's gonna, depends on how much time I have, depends on how long it's gonna take me to actually mine down and get that set up. But the plan is to at least get started on that setup, if nothing else. I mean, this setup is just killing it, so I have absolutely no problem just running this setup. And the setup actually wasn't too horribly expensive. It's not hard on your system. It doesn't lag very much because you're, other than the gems, we really weren't having too much strain on our system ever. So it's fantastic. I can't say that enough, but I am still super excited to see how the Goliath setup's gonna work. So I do want to get on that. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say if we're gonna get that all the way set up, because that's gonna be quite a project. But anyway, that's enough talking for this video. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you guys take the time to hit that like button for me. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you trigger those notification bells so you guys never miss out on a video. Comment down below, what are you guys' thoughts on this whole setup. I'm loving it. This setup is just absolutely killing it now. So I can't wait to let this setup run for an hour and see what it turns out. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to get to work on that setup over there and see what we can make happen. So thank you guys again so much for being here, and we'll catch you guys back for the next video.